Our top stories from Tamil Nadu this evening, ladies and gentlemen, which is seeing another layer of the Sanatan Dharma controversy, Uncoil. Let me show you a picture. This picture on your screens, let's quickly put it on, is a mosquito repellent coil. This is what Stalin Jr. has tweeted this morning. He's upping the ante after calling Sanatan Dharma dengue and malaria. Now, the post does not have any caption, but the picture of a burning mosquito coil is heating up the political landscape of Tamil Nadu. When asked about his latest provocation, this is what Stalin Jr. said.
Every party has every ideology, so you cannot expect all the parties to have the same ideology, okay?
The mosquito coil isn't the only provocation that has come in today. Udayanidhi Stalin has referred to the BJP as a poisonous snake and the AIA-DMK a garbage pile where this poisonous snake hides. The BJP is biting back. Its state president is sitting on a protest in Chennai. He says Junior Stalin is desperate for attention and that his statements are only helping the BJP grow and prosper in the state.
The Tamil Nadu HRNC minister sat in a stage where their ideologue T. Veeramani spoke about Sanatana Dharma and Hindu religion are one and the same. And Udayanidhi Stalin talks about abolition. Now, we believe the current HRNC minister doesn't have any moral right to continue in his position. The bare minimum, he can resign, he can speak whatever he wants. With respect to Udayanidhi Stalin, it's a criminal offence. That will be dealt separately. But you cannot have a minister who doesn't believe in Sanatana Dharma and Hindu Dharma sitting and managing the Hindu religious board and all the affiliated temples. That is why we are demanding that he be sacked or he take moral responsibility and resign.
Let me go straight across to Dharani, who is joining us from Chennai, where Mr. Annamalai is now sitting on a dharna. Dharani, it has been a day of protests across Tamil Nadu. Now I believe where you are, Mr. Annamalai, after holding that press conference, is sitting on a dharna. Just quickly show our viewers what is going on.
I'm standing in Valluvar-Kotam area of Chennai. Today the BJP had organized a rally from Valluvar-Kotam to the HRNC's headquarters in Nungambakam area. So this rally is to demand the resignation of HRNC Minister Shekhar Babu. And while Annamalai was trying to walk in this rally, the Tamil Nadu police blocked Mr. Annamalai and other BJP supporters. In fact, right now Annamalai is sitting in the middle of the road here. You can see in the visuals here, he is sitting in a dharna here, and along with him hundreds of BJP supporters, they are also sitting along with him, and their only demand is that HRNC Minister Shekhar Babu should resign from his position immediately, because when Udayanidhi Stalin told that Sanatan Dharma is like dengue and malaria and that it needs to be eradicated, Shekhar Babu was sharing the stage with Junior Stalin, and he was not reacting to this whole statement. Him being the Hindu Religious and Endowment Department Minister, he should have condemned Udayanidhi's statement then and there, but he remained silent. He was not reacting to it. So he doesn't deserve to hold the portfolio of Hindu Religious and Endowment Department, and he should resign from his position immediately is what the BJP is demanding at the moment. And they were trying to undertake a rally from Valluvar-Kotam to the HRNC's head office in Nungambakam area of Chennai. It is a 2-kilometer stretch, and halfway through the rally, the Chennai police blocked Mr. Annamalai and other BJP cadre. Right now he is refusing to go back. He is refusing to step back. He is sitting in a dharna here. You can see in the visuals here, he is sitting in the middle of the road, and along with him hundreds of BJP supporters, they are also sitting here, and they are refusing to clear this space. They are refusing to go back. They are refusing to halt their protest. They are telling that they will sit in the same location as long as the police block them. So only when the police allow them to go further, only when the police allow them to march towards the HRN's department's headquarters, they will stand up from this particular spot is what they are telling. So definitely Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai tightening his grip on the DMK as far as Sanatan Dharma's row is concerned. Their main demand is that, one is that Udayanidhi should issue an apology for what he told, and the second is that HRNC Minister Shekhar Babu should tender a resignation for staying a mute spectator to Udayanidhi's alleged hate speech.
Okay, those visuals Dharani is bringing us live. The police there are trying desperately to get Mr. Annamalai to get up and leave this particular place. Mr. Annamalai isn't doing that. I can hear chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Could you tell us what's going on? It seems that the police has managed to convince Mr. Annamalai to leave, is it? Dharani?
Definitely, the police are trying to convince Mr. Annamalai to stop the protest and to go back because if the BJP proceeds any further, there might be a law and order concern, is what the police department is telling. They are requesting Mr. Annamalai to stop the protest at this point and to go back. They are requesting the BJP cadre to not indulge in any kind of a protest or rally henceforth. But they are refusing. In fact, in the visuals we can see both the parties talking there. Mr. Annamalai on one hand is telling that he should finish this protest. He should, walk towards the HRNC department, which is the protest's, destination, the protest's ending point. So he wants to, finish this protest completely, this rally completely. But on the other hand, the police is of the opinion that that might create a law and order concern. If the BJP moves any further in this particular, road, there might be a law and order concern. So both the parties, they are, putting forward their, demands and concerns, and we'll have to wait and see what is going to happen now. But we're also given to understand that, apart from Chennai, in several other districts of Tamil Nadu, the Tamil Nadu police have detained BJP supporters for trying to indulge in protests, similar protests. But in Chennai, no detention has happened so far. There are a lot of, police vehicles here, detention vehicles, but till now, no detention has taken place. A compromise is trying to be, arrived at, but we'll have to wait and see, Shreya, how it pans out.
All right, Dharani, just keep an eye out on what is happening because I can see Mr. Annamalai there. Next to him is a gentleman who is speaking, possibly speaking to the press that is gathered there as well, capturing every move right now. There is a law and order situation that Dharani is saying that could be at hand, which is the police is asking, which is why the police is asking the BJP to call off. So far, there has been no compromise. The last, the last resort usually in situations like this is that the leader is detained. Will that happen? So far, no detentions have taken place. But Dharani there reporting to us live from Chennai, where the BJP protest is currently underway, where the BJP is refusing to budge despite the Tamil Nadu police requesting them to call off this protest. Dharani, do keep an eye on the situation, as I said. We'll come back to you as and when you know exactly what is going on, whether a compromise has been reached or not. For the moment, let me go across to my guests who are joining me this evening. Mr. Madhavan Narayan is a senior journalist. He's joining us on the broadcast. Vinod Selvam is a BJP spokesperson on the broadcast as well. Mr. Selvam, can I ask you what you make of the pictures first of all? Hello to everyone. Good evening to all of you. Mr. Selvam, can I ask you what you make of the pictures that are coming to us on our screens as we speak? I can see heavy security there around the BJP cadre. There is some attempt to dissuade Mr. Annamalai and try and see if he can go home. I think he's refusing to budge. Let's see what happens. But what's the point of all this protest?
Good evening, Shreya. See, in Tamil Nadu, this is not new that the DMK has taken a dig at the sentiments of the majority population of this country. Minority appeasement has always been in their DNA, and they've always been doing this from the time of their grandfather. But what is surprising is, usually the DMK deploys its third-level leaders, spokesperson, and people like Tol Tirumavalavan to come and speak on such events, on such topics. And they usually get people like A. Raja to come and appear on a stage and make such comments against the majority and the belief of the majority. It's surprising that today DMK's frustration, the frustration at themselves, the frustration at the growth of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, and in a desperate attempt to stay relevant in the politics of Tamil Nadu, they have made the crown prince of the DMK, and who's also a sitting minister, the son of the chief minister, to make these very unfortunate comments. And he's sticking on to it. I think he just seems to be enjoying the limelight that the entire country is on the boil. not being bothered about the opposition, the alliance they are a part of. Today several of their parties, including Mamata Banerjee and the Shiv Sena, had come out and hit out at Udayanidhi Stalin, calling him immature for his comments. But today, I think Udayanidhi Stalin is just enjoying the limelight, that because no one knew him beyond Gummidipoondi, beyond the borders of Tamil Nadu, no one knew about his existence. Today, since people are tweeting and abusing him all across the country, I think he just seems to be enjoying it and seems to be speaking out of turn. And today the BJP, who has always been a voice against any of these comments, against any religion being made, today the BJP has taken out a procession in Tamil Nadu towards the HRNC office. Also, it is to be noted that the HRNC minister, who is responsible for the upkeep of the temples and to make sure that the temples are in good hands, it is very unfortunate that he was on the stage where the stage which was being put on to speak against the beliefs and against the existence of Sanatan Dharma. And when Udayanidhi Stalin was speaking that Sanatan Dharma should be destroyed, we could see that the HRNC minister, the Hindu Religious and Endowment Board minister, was clapping his hands on the stage. And now BJP is not going to take this lightly. As per our state president, Shri Annamalai's instructions, we have taken out rallies across the state today. Several thousands of cadres have been picked up. Even before they could leave their houses, they were picked up. Today, the entire state is on the boil. The police machinery is being used like DMK's henchmen to pick up BJP people all across the state. But this is becoming a movement. This is becoming a movement in Tamil Nadu, because these are not the days of Karunanidhi where social media was not popular. These are not the days of Karunanidhi where media was not active. Today the media and social media have really helped propel what is being done by DMK over the years, over generations, over decades, how they have been insulting Hindus and their beliefs and talking about putting an end to Sanatan Dharma. And today that is what we are seeing in the form of BJP's protest in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, Vinod Selvam, it's interesting that you call what is happening minority appeasement, given the fact that the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe community in our country is about 25%. So is that minority appeasement is the case? But in any case, you've had Udayanidhi Stalin call the BJP a poisonous snake that hides in the garbage that the AIA-DMK is. These are his words, not mine. Would you want to respond to that before I go to Mr. Madhavan Narayan?
See, everyone knows who the real snake in Tamil Nadu is. DMK has got nothing but embarrassment to the state. From starting the entire concept of bribing voters, bribing the voters with money, the first state to have introduced that, the first political party to have introduced the system was DMK under Karunanidhi. From then, insulting and embarrassing the state by putting the state as the most corrupt state by doing the 2G scam was Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu was the first state where candidates were disqualified for bribing their voters. And all this, if you note, DMK was being the spearheading party behind all this. In fact, Karunanidhi has a very famous title as the father of corruption. And that is what they call him. And there can't be a party more poisonous than the DMK. And since you spoke about the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe votes, I challenge the DMK today. If you are really concerned about the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe of the state, which you clearly are not, which was very evident with the election of Madam Draupadi Murmu to the seat of the president, when a scheduled tribe person was being nominated as the candidate of the NDA, you very, very strongly opposed and backed a Brahmin instead of supporting a scheduled tribe person, which clearly shows that you are not for the development of the scheduled tribe caste either. And I challenge the DMK to let's go of the seat of the Supremo of the DMK to a person who belongs to the scheduled caste. You make him sit there, make him your president, then you talk about social justice development and all these movements which you keep boasting about. Without that, you have no right to speak about any of this.
Okay, Mr. Selvam, also very quickly, just to point out to our viewers that you spoke about the DMK's corruption, calling Mr. Karunanidhi the most corrupt, etc., etc. But in the state of Tamil Nadu, who's the chief minister who had to spend at least a month in jail, more than actually a month, almost a year in jail? That was J. Lalita of the AIA-DMK, an ally of the BJP. Let's not forget history here. Mr. Madhavan Narayan, would you want to come in? Is this the coming of age of Stalin Jr.? Most people in Tamil Nadu, even outside, knew him as someone who was heading one of the largest production houses in Chennai, as someone who was an actor. Of course, there are people in Tamil Nadu who've made that transition from the world of film to the world of politics. it didn't seem it would be easy for Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin, but it seems the Sanatan Dharma Rao is his moment.
Yes, Shreya, the answer is yes, but I wish we as journalists or observers would go deeper into this rather than simply look at the tutu meme and noise which has become a part of Indian politics. At least I wouldn't expect Mirror now to do that. As always, let me begin by saying in a lighter vein that we seem to be tracking the Sanatan Dharma more than the Sanatan Dharma. You know, these protest noise, these ordinary politicians, they will say what they are told to by the party high command and make noise. We have to look beyond and see what it is. Let me begin by saying you talked about Udayanidhi Stalin being an actor. It's very important to note that his movie released this year is Mamannan, in which he plays a Dalit pig farmer. And the story is sort of based on real events over the past decade in Tamil Nadu, where there has been a conflict between the landed and relatively higher castes or the lower OBCs and the Dalits. And that is a genuine, well-documented caste tension in which Dalits have even been prevented from holding temple festivals that are Hindu in nature. And that is the first thing to note. A second thing, Shreya, I want you to watch a movie called Sahib Bibi or Ghulam, which starred Guru Dutt and Vaida Rahman, to get an idea of what Udayanidhi Stalin is actually saying. Sanatan Dharma's definition has changed over the past 120, 30 years, very easily. Okay. Now, Sahib Bibi or Ghulam is set in the 1890s when Vaida Rahman is called the Brahmo Samaji, which is founded by, Brahmo Samaj was founded by Raja Raman Roy, and Guru Dutt plays a Sanatan Dharma. It was Savarkar who later identified Hindu Dharma as a separate one, order in which everybody was, Hinduism became a portmanteau, as we say in French. So what happened was Arya Samaj and Brahmo Samaj were reformist movements protesting against caste and divisions and ritual worship. So what Udayanidhi Stalin has in mind is the orthodox 120-year-old definition of Sanatan Dharma, which in Mayavati's language, which you are familiar with, is called Manuvad. So when Udayanidhi Stalin says, please understand, Udayanidhi's mother Durga has been photographed in Banaras or Kashi, Varanasi, and his family practices rituals, although Karunanidhi was an atheist. Karunanidhi has also written a very positive biography of Sri Ramanuja, who founded Vaishnavism, because he tried to bridge caste caste differences. So what the DM, if there was a court hearing on this, Udayanidhi would say, we are Hindus, we are only not Sanatan Dharmi. So Arya Samaj, Brahma Samaj, anybody who shuns casteism and caste differences, especially untouchability and hierarchy, is different from those who follow this. So that has to be intellectually understood. Now, the Sanatan Dharma in contemporary Tamil Nadu has a different meaning as enunciated by DMK. And I want you to say, note something very significant which has been totally missed in all this news coverage. Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi has been time and again using Sanatan Dharma in his speeches to reinforce some sort of ritualistic, traditional idea of Hinduism. Whereas the reformers, the modernists who are opposing this, they think that he's dog whistling for caste differences based on hierarchy. And that has not been properly enunciated.
Sure.
Coming to your point about ADMK, right from Jayalalitha's times, some of the communities supporting, or the word community has become a fashionable word to replace caste in Tamil Nadu. So everywhere in India, we say biradari bolne se bahut acha lagta hai, caste bolne, jaat bolne se bura lagta hai, but matrimonial column mein dono ek hi baat hai. Ye samajh lijiye. Once you understand this, you will know that there has been a tendency by the AIADMK to go with the relatively higher castes who are more oriented towards rituals and supremacy. The Brahmins have been thrown out of Tamil Nadu in many ways, but within the other castes, there's a lot of rivalry between the conservatives and the radicals. And DMK stands with the radicals represented by the Vidudalai VCK party, which is a Dalit party. So the minorities
Sure.
and Dalits and the modern reformists are the DMK's core constituency. And Udayanidhi speaks for them, and he wants to trigger a debate because caste differences in Tamil
Yeah,
Nadu are
which he has
pretty
successfully
serious.
managed to do.
Yeah. So what you want,
Which he has managed to trigger that debate. He's
No,
not
he's-
just managed to trigger that debate. He's also
skillful.
managed to get a lot of
skillful.
attention to himself.
now that I've given you the historical background, the point is he's basically speaking Mayawati's language in a local idiom, and he's reaching for a fight. He wants a debate on this because in rural Tamil Nadu, strange things are happening.
Yes.
People become engineers and doctors and then don't allow Dalits to come into temples or form their own opinions. Or there, there has been a khap kind of politics in Tamil Nadu. Hello.
So in that sense, what the debate that Udayanidhi Stalin has triggered off is an important debate to have. Not just politically, but socially as well. Anyhow, the debate is on. It's raging on. Now that the G20 is over, the BJP will pull out the big guns as well. You're already seeing a start of that with Mr. Annamalai there on a dharna. We leave it there for the moment. This story, of course, isn't dying down anytime soon because the BJP has planned coordinated attacks on the DMK, is what I'm told. But we leave it there for the moment, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. It was good to listen to both of you as we continue to see these pictures of Mr. Annamalai standing his ground in Chennai and refusing to leave the protest venue. The police there are requesting him to do so. He hasn't done so far.